You know that morning ritual, right? That first cup of coffee that gets you going. We all drink it for that same reason. We want that jolt of energy. But what if I told you that what we feel as a jolt is something completely different on a biological level? What if it's actually the exact opposite?
So that brings us to the big question. Is that coffee really just a shot of energy? Or is it a shot of stress? We drink it to feel sharp, focused, and awake. All things we kind of associate with our body's stress response. So are we just cranking our internal engines into overdrive every morning? Or is there something way more interesting going on under the hood?
Well, to figure this out, we're not just going to go with gut feelings. We're going to look at some hard science. We're diving into a study where researchers decided to find out for sure by basically listening in on the body's private conversation with caffeine.
And the way they did it was actually pretty simple and elegant. They got 15 healthy volunteers, and first, they just recorded their heart's activity to get a starting point, a baseline. Then, they had them drink a regular old cup of caffeinated coffee. After that, they recorded their heart activity again to see what changed. It's a classic before and after, and it's super effective.
So how exactly do you listen in on the nervous system? Well, they used a tool you've probably heard of, an electrocardiogram, or ECG. It's the thing that draws those spiky lines representing your heartbeat. But here's the cool part. Those electrical signals from the heart, they give us an amazing, totally non-invasive peek directly into what our nervous system is doing behind the scenes.
Okay, so to really understand what these scientists discovered, we need a super quick crash course on your body's internal autopilot. See, there's this system running 24/7, constantly trying to balance two opposing forces to keep you, well, you. It's called the Autonomic Nervous System, or ANS for short. Just think of it as the automatic command center for everything you don't have to consciously think about. Your breathing, your digestion, your heartbeat. It's the silent manager making sure the whole operation runs smoothly.
Now, this autopilot has two main settings. On one side, you've got the sympathetic system. This is your go mode, your fight or flight response. It's what gets you revved up for action. On the other side is the parasympathetic system. This is your chill mode, the rest and digest state that helps you calm down and recover. And these two, they're in a constant tug of war for control of your body.
So, how do we track this tug of war? We use something called heart rate variability, or HRV. And this is really fascinating. It's not just about how fast your heart beats, but the tiny little variations in time between each beat. And get this, having more variation or higher variability is actually a good thing. It's a sign that your nervous system is balanced, flexible, and ready to handle whatever you throw at it.
Okay, with all that background, let's get to the juicy part. What did the data actually show? When the researchers analyzed those ECG signals after the volunteers drank their coffee, the results were, well, probably not what you're expecting.
It all comes down to one key number from that HRV analysis, the LF/HF ratio. You can just think of it as a scoreboard for that tug of war. The LF part is linked to go mode, and the HF part is linked to chill mode. So if the number is high, go mode is winning. If the number is low, chill mode has the upper hand. Simple as that.
And here it is, the big reveal. Before the coffee, the average ratio for the group was 0.90. After the coffee, that number dropped to 0.78. Let that sink in for a second. With a stimulant in their system, the number that represents the go mode actually went down.
So what does that mean in plain English? It means that instead of kicking the body's stress response into high gear, the coffee actually caused a measurable, significant shift in the nervous system's balance towards chill mode. The body's rest and digest system actually gained more power.
I mean, that's pretty wild, right? This result just completely flips the script. It forces us to look at our daily coffee ritual in a totally new light. It's not just some simple on switch for energy. It's a much more nuanced dance with our body's autopilot. So let's just break down the key takeaways here. First, coffee definitely messes with our body's autopilot. But how? It does it by turning down the volume on the go mode activity. And by doing that, it allows the chill mode system to have a stronger voice, tipping the whole balance towards a state of calm and recovery. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is pulled right from the study's conclusion. The scientists themselves said it. That big drop in the LF/HF ratio is direct evidence supporting the idea that coffee increases the activity of our chill mode system. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Calm? Are you kidding? Coffee makes me jittery. And this study doesn't deny that feeling.
What it does is suggest a different cause. What if that sharp, laser-like focus we get from coffee isn't the result of being jacked up on stress hormones? What if it's the result of a nervous system that's so calm and well-regulated that your brain can just work better? It's a whole new way to think about what's really happening inside that morning cup.